Welcome back to Pokemon FireRed. We are taking on Mount Moon. In the last episode, we caught Clefairy and Paris and made some progress through the cave. And now we're gonna fight this guy. So here we go. Yeah, we are going to... Yeah, it's a steel type. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna keep John out. He should be able to take care of that real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna do as many trainer battles as I can. I'm gonna be editing out the wild Pokemon encounters, but I'm going to be largely taking them out for experience so we can level up. But look at that. We just aren't able to take out this Voltorb with one Karate Chop. Is what it is. Let's just use a scratch real quick. Let's conserve BP on Karate Chop because we do want to take out as many Pokemon and trainers as we can. So there we go. Pretty easy victory. So I'm going around here. I haven't memorized the locations of the items. I'm not using a guide. So yeah, that's a wild Pokemon. We're just going to edit that out so you don't have to watch that. But now we're going to fight this guy. Okay, a bug catcher. Let's see. I don't think the fighting moves will be very effective, so we got to use Scratch. It's a normal type move. Yeah, there we go. And it's not enough to take it out, but it does do some pretty good damage. We don't get slowed down, which is fortunate. And look at that, level 16. Fantastic. Yeah, I believe Mankey evolves at level 28. Ooh, new move. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't need Leer. There we go. We got a new move. I don't think I'm going to be using Fury Swipes that often, but it's something. I guess you can combine it with a Focus Energy, because they fixed the Focus Energy in the bug in this generation. In Gen 1, using Focus Energy would actually reduce your critical hit chance, but in this gen, it's definitely fixed. So yeah, the same with the Kakuna we fought last episode. I want to use a special attacker to get around the defense races, and being a fire type is all the better. You know, we get the type advantage. So now we're here. Yeah, this Caterpie doesn't stand a chance. Just going to roast it real quick. There we go. Yeah, and there we go. Some experience for Jim Galby. There we go. And we defeat the bug catcher. Yeah, good stuff. I don't know if you guys remember, if you've played through the original generation games, if you guys remember your first time through Mount Moon, how ridiculous it seemed. Now it doesn't seem too daunting. I know we're just in the beginning of it, but I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, and there's an item over there. There we go. Yeah, I actually never played the remakes. I only played the original games way back in the day, so I do remember some stuff here and there, but a lot of it is like a mixture of rediscovering and nostalgia. We get a wild Pokemon right before this guy. Okay, great. Brock helps him out, and he's not even a trainer though. So, okay, yeah, we're gonna skip over that. Goodness, yeah, maybe I should have got some repels. I don't know, but here we go. We're gonna fight this person here. Yeah, it's a whole cave. Alright, so last, I'm guessing a normal type Pokemon, but let's see. Oh, grass type. Okay, okay. Yeah, and I switched out to the Fonz so he can get some experience, and that is lucky because we have Peck, a flying type move, which is super effective versus grass. So we lucked out there. There we go, and we got some experience too, level 15. Yeah, I want to level up this guy. I definitely want him to be Nidoking, of course, if you understand the reference of the name. But I want to get him to Nidorino level 22. I think he gets Horn Attack, and then I'll evolve him and get Thrash. It'll be nice to have the options until we fill out his moves with TMs we collect. There we go. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward, just two grass types. And let's move on. Yeah, well, I think you got to get to the left. I think that's the secret here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Check out what's down here. Yeah, because I do want to get all the items I can. And look at that! Team Rocket, a big job here. Interesting. What could you possibly be stealing in a cave? Who knows? Alright, Team Rocket Grunt. The unnamed Grunt. Surprise, surprise, the Zubat. Look at that. Let's see here. I think I want to level up my Pikachu some. Let's send out Algebra. We'll hit him with the maths. Yeah, Pikachu's only level 13, so it would be great to level her up, especially because we're going to need her to be as strong as possible for the upcoming gym fight soon. There we go. Yeah, Thundershock should do it. Almost. Okay, yeah. Good thing I paralyzed. Yep, gonna hit him with the quick attack, save some PP on Thundershock. There we go. Alright, what's gonna be next? Alright, Ekans. Interesting. Intimidate. Thankfully, electric type is a... Oops. My thumb twitched a bit. I didn't mean to do that. I was gonna say, thankfully, electric type is a special type move, so we can hit him with a Thundershock, and it's not affected by Intimidate. Alright, I hope I don't get poisoned. Alright, excellent. Yeah, we almost paid for that mistake. We take a bit more damage than we want to, but is what it is. Not too bad. We defeat Team Rocket Grunt. We did it. There we go. Good. Yep. Should have brought your TI-84. A fossil. Interesting. Alright, and we got Thief for it. How fitting. Alright, yeah, I had a feeling there'd be an item there. I don't think I have the item finder yet, but I had a feeling there would be an item there, so we can go ahead and move on. Yeah, so come to think of it, there was this ladder over here that I forgot to go down, so we're going to explore this area real quick. Yeah, and there's just a corridor here. Oh, look, and another Team Rocket Grunt. Yeah, they seem to be deeper in the cave. Pokemon gangsters. Fun stuff. I think you want to be a Pokemon master, though, not a Pokemon gangster. Alright, Sandshrew. Interesting. Good thing we don't have Pikachu out. Yeah. Now, I am poison type, so if he has any ground type moves, that's going to be trouble, but... Okay, Defense Curl. That's annoying. We've got all physical moves on this guy here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this and try and get a crit to bust through any defense drops, but we get our accuracy lowered, unfortunately. Yeah, let's try this again. Yeah, each of these has a chance to crit, and we get nothing. Okay. Good thing he's not going for another Sand Attack again, and look at that, our Poison Point gets him. Very nice, very nice. That is pretty beneficial. Yeah, because if we miss due to accuracy drop, then at least we do some damage with the poison, but we break through the accuracy drop, we hit him. That is great. Alright, we're already level 16. Good stuff. You know, I never used a Nidoran male or female in my original playthrough back in the day, way back in the day, Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow, so it is fun to be using this Pokemon here. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and break through the accuracy drop again, although we get a defense drop now. Uh-oh. Okay, and we haven't missed. That's great. Yeah, wow, look at that damage. Big difference. Okay, there's the critical hit when it didn't matter. Of course, just our luck. Isn't that playing Pokemon for you? Alright, there's one more Zubat. Well, great. Yeah, he used that Sand Attack in the beginning, but it really didn't do anything. We've just been getting pretty lucky, although we did get some weird critical hit luck just now. Of course. There we go. So yeah, we'll go ahead. Excellent. I spoke it into existence. We got lucky with that crit, and that should do it. There we go. Yeah, so I haven't used this Pokemon too much before, but of course I was inspired by the Twitch Plays Pokemon, and look at that. We're evolving. Excellent. Yeah, I want to get this guy to level 22, get that Horn Attack move, and then we'll think about evolving him again, because you evolve him with a Moonstone that you find in this cave. There we go. Fantastic. But I'm going to keep him in this form for now. I'm not going to instantly evolve him just yet. I don't want to be fully reliant on Thrash as my best move, because it does confuse you after using it. It would be nice to have Horn Attack as an option, but yeah, I came back up, came back around, fought some wild Pokemon, and now we can fight this trainer. Let's see. So, youngster Josh. How would I know he'd have a Rattata? There we go. But is it in the top 10% of Rattata? Who knows? Yeah, I do want to try and level up Spearow here just a bit, just to have the option to use her if I need to. I'm still not sure. Like, I was thinking of having her on my team for the full playthrough, but now I'm not sure. Because when Charmander evolves into her last stage, Charizard, she is going to be a flying type. So I'm going to have that redundancy. And speaking of which, it'd be great to get her some experience, get her closer to evolving. That would be cool. Ouch. We get crit there. Oh man, it just wasn't enough. Yeah, there we go. Gonna preserve some embers. Gonna hit him with Scratch. Okay, great. Level 11 on the Spearow. Yeah, maybe she's like 1 or 2 battles away from leveling up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, not quite enough to do, but Leech Life shouldn't really do anything here. Yeah, and in this generation, Leech Life only has a base power of like 20. Not like later on where it has 80 or something. So it's really not anything to worry about. There we go. Excellent, look at that, level 16 from a Zubat. Wasn't quite expecting that, but hey, I'll take it. You know what that means. It's just about time. Yeah, okay, here we go. Exciting. Yeah, we were just talking about evolution, and here we go. So it is going to be that awkward middle stage evolution, but we will take it. We'll take the bump in power. You know, good times. There we have it. Charmeleon. Excellent. Yeah, so still far away from getting that Charizard, but Charmeleon, not bad. I will take that. Yeah, okay, let's switch out because Spearow got pretty damaged in that fight. We don't want to be using potions just yet. Spearow's not a key player right now. We do want to use a potion on Pikachu though, because we do want to level up Pikachu. She's only level 13. Yeah, okay, saved it. Don't want to use Pikachu versus a potential Geodude or Onix. We need to switch to a fighting type. We need John out in front. Even though we just healed up Pikachu. Yeah, there we go. Yup, yup. You know it. Just a kid. What could possibly go wrong? I think it's funny how he doesn't even turn around all the way. It's just like, hey, what do you want? Yeah, there we go, Geodude. Good thing we didn't send out Pikachu. Okay, there we go. Low kick was enough. Yeah, low kick I think is based off of the opponent's Pokemon's weight, but I'm not sure what the calculation is, how that scales, but it seemed to work before. We'll just do it again. We'll preserve some karate chops. Yeah, there we have it. Geodude again. Oh wow, Onix, there we go. So both Geodude and Onix. It's like we're fighting the first gym again. Okay, critical hit. There we have it. Yeah, we've got goals to level up Pokemon because of course we want Making to evolve. That is not going to happen in this episode, of course, but yeah, we didn't want to send out Pikachu versus that. There we go, in a Moonstone. So we can evolve the Fonz into his final form whenever we choose now. Love to see it. Alright, so how are we gonna get through here? Yeah, we're just gonna skip the wild Pokemon. I was gonna say, how are we gonna get through here without too many encounters, but it is what it is. Alright, gonna skip through that one. A revive, how useful. We've been pretty good about our items and juggling our team, keeping them healthy, so we don't need that revive, but it could be useful for later. Okay, and this Team Rocket guy has bad news or something. Alright, what's it gonna be? Rattata. I wonder if one of them has coughing. That'll be interesting. Yeah, okay, so Pikachu's defenses aren't very strong, and Rattata does hit pretty hard in the stage of the game. So I do want to paralyze him, hopefully get paralyzed luck. Although that being said, we just get hit with Hyper Fang. Yeah, ouch. See what I mean? Yeah, we don't really actually have any Pokemon who are super defensive either. So I guess we'll just try sending out, get the type advantage. Even though we're paralyzed, try and live here. Okay, that was not the way to go. Okay, and of course we're paralyzed. But so is Rattata. Yeah, look at that. Lucky, lucky. Yeah, surely we wouldn't get paralyzed twice in a row, so we just went for it. Was that a bit of a gamble? Yes, but did it pay off? Kinda yes. Alright, Sandshrew. Yeah, we're not living that. I don't think Sandshrew has any ground type attacks besides sand attack. So we should be fine. Yeah, scratch. Okay, let's use a special attack here. Let's use Ember. Yeah, that was the way to go. And only scratch. Okay, that was a crit though. Yeah, using a special attacker here was the play. Sandshrew, I'm pretty sure, are defensive. And that was enough. You're steamed. Alright. So, wow. Yeah, that is true. Profound. Pokemon did live here before people came. How you want to interpret that is up to you. But let's see. Okay, who needs healing? We definitely don't want to walk around with too many Pokemon too low, or else we might have to use that revive, which we want to avoid. So we heal up Pikachu. Because I think at level 26, Pikachu gets Thunderbolt. Yeah, and we're just going to heal up everybody. But we're going to do this. We're going to Paralyze Heal. No, I think I'll be good. Yeah, maybe later. But I think we're going to walk around here. And now might actually be a good time to end the episode. So in the next episode, we are going to get a certain fossil, maybe. Who knows what it could be. But if you'd like to see some more, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.